Good afternoon, little chefs. We are so glad to see you. I'm Melissa, and this is Ethan. And we are going to make a classic but well-loved and very delicious lunch for you today called Polkadot Rice. Have you ever seen a polka dot before? Look around, you might be surprised. I've got polka dots on my shirt.
Me too. I got polka dot stars and planets.
Polka dots, poke, 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 dot, dot, dot. We even have a polka dot dish with little polka dots on the inside and big polka dots on the outside. Do you have any polka dots around your house? Take a look. You might be surprised. Today's recipe comes from a favorite book of ours called Salad People. And in fact, Ethan made 2 recipes out of this book last night for dinner. Do you want to share what you made?
I made sweet potato surprise, and I also made corny corn cakes.
And actually, you were going to make tiny tacos also.
But then we didn't have enough chips.
We didn't have enough chips. So 3 recipes came out of this book last night for dinner, and another recipe today called Polkadot Rice.
Wait, only 2.
Oh, excuse me. Polkadot Rice is a rice recipe wherein you put in some ingredients and you want to make them look like polka dots. So some ingredients kind of look like polka dots already, such as peas. Peas look like polka dots. They're round and they're perfect for polka dot rice. How about corn? Corn is a little bit less round, but still round enough to be a polka dot. And then we're going to add some other things, but these things don't look like polka dots at all. Carrot, yellow pepper,
bell pepper, but different kind.
and
then bell pepper, the big normal kind, red bell pepper.
so we want to choose things that we really like. What are some things that you really like? You might like beans, you might like broccoli, you might like onions, you might like apples in your rice. What are some other things that kids might like in their rice? Are you thinking about things you might like to put in your rice?
I don't know, but there's a lot of different choices. Cucumbers?
Yeah, you could put cucumbers in your rice if you wanted to. If you like cucumbers, you would want to make sure your rice isn't very hot, which little chefs don't eat hot rice anyway, so that could be perfect. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need to do, our rice is a little bit warm. I just made it. You're going to need to find an adult to help you out. And the first thing that they're going to need to help you with is making the rice. So I have already made our rice. And, oh, wow, did you see that? What is that?
Steam, not smoke, steam.
How can you tell the difference?
Smoke is denser and darker.
Smoke is denser and darker, and it smells like something's burning. So if you look in here,
This smells like rice.
this smells like rice. You can see we made brown rice because that's what we had in our pantry. You could make white rice or black rice or red rice. There's all kinds of rices. So choose the kind of rice that's going to work for you. And then your mom or your dad or whatever adult is with you is going to take a pan, put in the rice, fill it with water to 1 finger unit above, a dash of salt, boil it up, reduce to a simmer until cooked, cover. It will be delicious. If you are not sure how to make rice, I will put a link below so that you can make your rice. Some people use a rice cooker, actually. We don't have a rice cooker. We always cook our rice on the stove.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some people eat rice so much, they have a special thing that makes rice so delicious.
While your rice is cooking, you can start to make your vegetables and fruits into polka dots. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about the carrot. And Ethan has started to peel the carrot. This is a peeler. So a peeler is a knife, and you want to make sure that you're being careful with it because this is a tool, not a toy. You're going to hold it like you mean it, and then let's do a little demonstration. You're going to set your carrot so that this part is touching and this part is up. And you're going to push away, away. And in fact, you might even want to say the words away while you're doing it. Because if you come at you, you might end up peeling your finger, and that could be really painful. So we want to go away, away. Ethan, you want to give those last couple peels for me?
And then you can do that.
Got a guy falling off his stool. We're okay. All right.
And then you can do
Now you want to get right up to the top so you can use all the carrot. Now, a carrot is a really hard vegetable, and it is tricky sometimes for some preschoolers to cut with their knife. So if you're going to cut with your knife, you're going to hold it like you mean it, and Ethan's going to do a little demonstration here.
And you don't want to just go like, you don't want to let go of the carrot and go press down on the top. Some people do that, but it's not that kind of knife. It's serrated. You might remember that word. And two, I don't think it would work very well because it also might go like that, and you really don't want to have to happen.
So do you think that I should go get a chef's knife to cut this up?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Do you know, someone left a comment last week saying they wouldn't mind seeing our knife drawer. Shall we show it to them?
Oh, well, we're going to use this one.
Well, this one's serrated.
Yeah.
Do we want to use a serrated knife or a chef's knife?
Let's use the serrated knife for the carrot just because I think that would be easier.
Okay, and then Ethan, will you talk about how you're going to cut this pepper up into...
Peppers are really soft and juicy, and so I'll just cut off the top. I'll just cut off the top of it, and then cut it in half. And you always want to put it on the flat side.
Why? What happens if you put it on the rounded side?
Well, I can show you.
Oh, okay.
If you go like this, see how it's like all wobbling around?
Mm-hmm.
You don't really want that kind of... You don't want that happening while you're cutting because it's a blade and you don't want to cut yourself. You're more likely to cut yourself if it's wobbling around.
That's true.
But I think Mom's going to have to cut these in half just because.
Yeah, I'd be glad to. So when you're a chef and you need some help, it's really important to ask for what you need.
This is it's very sharp, but that knife is even sharper. And so this knife, you might be able to see, goes like this. I can't get my fingers far enough to weigh. So I don't want to cut my fingers, and I don't want to have to go like that.
Yeah.
So.
All right, go ahead and start making polka dots, Ethan, with your pepper. I've got a pile of carrot polka dots right here. And I'm going to add the carrots to the peas. Because I'm going to put them all in together.
I can show you what I meant by pushing down on the blade and cutting.
Okay.
You go like this. And just go like that. But usually you wouldn't use a serrated knife.
What would you use?
A chef knife. And we'll show you some of our very big chef knives that are not for kids.
Okay. First, we'll finish making our polka dots.
Not for little chefs.
And then we'll show you the knife drawer in case you're curious about it. Now, a knife drawer is not a place where you can go and take out whatever you want. It's for the adult in your house is in charge of your knife drawer. And it's also important to know how to use your knife because if you don't know how to use your knife, you're going to cut yourself. So you have to practice. And you can see I'm working really slowly because I want to be careful, and I'm making some nice polka dots out of some yellow polka dots here. I think our polka dot rice is going to look like a rainbow rice, which I love.
Rainbow polka dot rice. Well, that's what it looked like in the picture.
That's true. Okay, so now I'm going to start working on the red part of our polka dot while Ethan finishes up the yellow. And you're going to probably ask an adult to help you out. So your adult is going to cut off the top of your red pepper, We aren't going to use the whole thing. We're going to put a lot of it back. Here's the inside. Isn't that amazing?
And that is something. I don't know what it is.
Maybe we should look into it. It is beautiful, though. You can see some symmetry here.
I know what it is.
What is it?
Baby peppers. That's what it is.
Oh, look. And then look inside. We have all kinds of stuff in there. So we're just going to tap that out because we aren't going to use that in our rice. And we're going to pull out these inside parts. These are edible. You can eat them if you want to. They're really soft and kind of fleshy. They taste pretty mild. Do you want to taste one, Ethan?
They don't really have a taste, so that's why not very many people eat them.
Yeah, and they
almost look like raw salmon.
Yeah, they do kind of look like raw salmon, but do they taste like salmon?
No, they don't taste like anything.
There it is.
There's a tiny hint of bell pepper in it,
which makes a lot of sense. So I'm going to cut this in half, and then I'm going to cut off a quarter, and I'm going to hand this over to Ethan for him to make polka dots, and that's all we're going to need for our rice today. If you love red peppers, you can, of course, add more because you are the chef, and you get to choose. All right, this is looking really good, Ethan.
One thing I noticed a lot in chefing is talking about knives. There's a lot of talking about knives, and that's not a bad thing. It's just that we need to talk about knives so we can always be safe with these dangerous tools.
That's right.
And they don't always have to be dangerous.
That's right.
But they always have to be tools.
I think it's important to talk about all kinds of things. And the more we talk about things that might be a little bit uncomfortable or make you a little bit nervous, the more you know, the better you'll be able to deal with it. And that applies to pretty much every topic I can think of. I'm just going to scoot that out. All right, Ethan, a few more polka dots, and I think we're going to be ready to put this together. It's looking so good.
And we're using white corn.
White, frozen.
Sweet frozen corn. And you can use yellow corn, orange corn, rainbow corn, purple corn, red corn. You can use whatever kind of corn you like.
That's true.
But it also doesn't have to be frozen.
No, it doesn't. But I will give you a chef's note that at our house, when we make these kinds of recipes, we bring out the peas and the corn from the freezer and we don't defrost them. We just put them in and they defrost pretty quickly on their own, and they often help cool the food. We find that when we cook them, they get kind of shrivelly, and kids often like kind of that cooler taste. So that's why we do that.
Not cold, but just cooler.
So I have a bowl here, and we're going to put 4 scoops of rice into the bowl. Okay, and Ethan's going to do that for me. This is a hot pan, Ethan, so I need you to keep your hands off of it. But if you need to hold it, you can hold it by the handle.
Look, it made like this layer on the top. And then like when you break the layer, all the steam comes out.
Yeah. Can steam burn you?
Yeah, it can.
Yeah, it can.
If it's hot enough.
Yeah.
But this steam, not hot enough.
No, we've let it cool down a little bit. Okay, the next thing we're going to do after we add the rice is we're going to add the polka dots. So Ethan's going to do that. And I'm wondering, Ethan, now that we're looking at this, do we need a bigger bowl?
Maybe.
I think I'm going to grab one because look at, we haven't even added all the polka dots and it's almost full. So we're going to grab a bigger bowl. Because we are going to want to be able to stir.
One thing about frozen corn and peas, especially frozen corn, is that they like to freeze in Tupperware containers.
True. So this is too full. We need to push it into here because we need room to stir.
I think now we need more rice.
Do we?
I think we need more rice in our Polkadot rice.
Chef says more rice. Luckily we have plenty. Okay, but remember, you want to cook what you can, you want to make what you can eat. All right? Now we're going to work on the seasonings. So you got to make some choices as the chef about how you're going to season your Polkadot rice. At our house, we're going to put in a small pinch of salt.
This should be good.
Yep, that'll be great. And we're going to put in some pepper, but we're going to put in black pepper. And black pepper is not quite as spicy as some red peppers are. We're going to put in a shake of garlic, because in our house we love the taste of garlic. And then
not a ton of garlic, but
no,
garlic.
Just a couple. And also, you might consider using dried garlic because it's not quite as strong as fresh garlic. So if the taste of fresh garlic is too spicy for you, but you really want to have that nice savory flavor, you might consider using dried garlic. And then the last ingredient here is soy sauce, and you're going to put in a little bit of soy sauce. Soy sauce is going to give it a little extra salty taste, and woo, that's strong. Can you smell that? Soy sauce is too strong by itself. We don't care for it alone, but it tastes delicious when you add it to food. So we're just going to sprinkle a little bit in here, and then we're going to gently stir. It's important to do a gentle stir. You can see that Ethan is being careful.
Soy sauce stains.
Yes, it does. Can you say that again?
Soy sauce stains.
What does that mean?
It means if you get it on like a white counter, like if see this envelope here? If I dropped it on here, I wouldn't be able to get it out.
Well, if you drop it on your white shirt, would you be able to get it out? Luckily, you never wear white shirts, really. It's not really one of our colors.
But,
So you want to be careful. Is that what you're saying?
You could get it out of a white shirt, but it would be really hard. Like, since we have a white counter, we don't want to get it on our counter because we don't want to have a black spotted stained soy sauce counter.
No, we don't. Which is why we just have a rag nearby and we clean it up when we can. Ethan, I think we are ready. We have made a polka dot rice. Can you see all those polka dots in there? It's so beautiful.
Even the rice looks like polka dots.
Should we give it a taste?
Sure.
All right, let's see how it is. Let's see what the chef says.
Good.
Chef says good, but lacks a little enthusiasm. Does it need something more?
Too much pepper.
Too much pepper. So what can we do?
Too much pepper and soy sauce.
What can we do if we put in too much pepper and soy sauce? This is actually a problem we can solve. What can we do?
Put in.
But it's already in there. We can't take it out. Once you put it in, it doesn't come out. We can add more rice. And so what we'll do is we'll take our rice, and we'll grab a clean spoon, and I'm going to add more, and we're going to share. This is going to be way too much food for Ethan. So we're going to share this with someone else in our house who might be hungry. So give that a gentle stir, Ethan. And this rice is going to absorb up the strong flavor of the soy sauce and the pepper, and it won't be too strong anymore.
Oopsies, spilled some.
No problem. That's a problem we can solve, actually. That's looking really good. I love to see your gentle stir. Sometimes we have to do a vigorous stir, but almost all the other times we do a gentle stir.
Usually you do a vigorous stir when you're baking.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to, something's going on over here. I'm going to hold the side of the bowl, and I'm going to fold in the edges, tip it up a tiny bit. All right, Ethan, will you do a second taste test, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll use this spoon.
Okay. Let's see how this is when we added rice to it. Better. You guys, you can solve your problems when you have someone to work with you. Thank you so much for joining us today. We loved having you and hope you have a great day. Adios, amigos.
Wait.
Oh,
we forgot to show them the knife drawer.
Oh my gosh, the knife drawer. You almost missed it. Okay, you want to walk over? I have not seen the knife drawer, so might be a little bit of a trick.
Some of our knives might be gone since...
Well, here, let's pull someone... Now that we have kids helping us put everything away, it's a different kind of organization scheme than it used to be. So Ethan, can you see over here?
Yeah, there might be some in the dishwasher.
Yeah, there's some in the dishwasher. We haven't unloaded it yet today. So here's our knife drawer. Is the screen look good?
It looks fine.
These are our cheese knives, and this is a half moon knife. It's used for chopping. This is the
usually used for
grater that Ethan showed you last week. This is a sandwich spreader.
And when I'm talking about those big chef knives,
Oh yeah, where is
I
that?
can show you some of.
You want to see inside our dishwasher? It's gonna happen. Here it is.
Here, I'll get some of these knives.
We got a lot of knives. There's our chef knives.
See these? See these big boys? All those big blades are chef knives.
Yeah, so you have to be.
Those are the kinds of knives that you push down and chop.
Right, and those are for adults.
Here's a really nice serrated knife that we use a lot.
Thank you for taking a tour of our knife drawer. We loved having you today, and we hope you have a great afternoon. Adios, amigos.